Today we have a huge box to unbox for you guys of fun science resources as well as extracurricular activities, games, so many cool things. Let me just show you inside. Everything here today is from Nature's Workshop Plus, a Christian family owned and operated company that supplies all sorts of things for homeschoolers. So let's get into what I got. First up is my Apologia Science Kit. So this is for exploring creation with anatomy. They have science kits for all different science resources, not just Apologia, but other curriculum companies as well. And they've gone through the different experiments that are called for and given you all of the basic supplies you're going to need. They label it by lesson. So here it's lessons 9 and 10. This is the items that are included. Here are some ones that you need to provide. And these are usually things they can't put in here. So for instance, for this particular experiment, you're gonna need 2 eggs. You're also gonna need some scrap paper, so they didn't worry about sending that to you. But here are all of the experiment supplies in lesson 1. Look at how many different things are included. Scissors, they've got baking soda, they've got a plastic cover slip. I love the fact when it calls for some really weird things, like here you need 1 box of Nerds and 1 fruit roll-up. It's got all of that in here for me, so I don't have to spend all my time during science trying to search around for all these supplies. But I didn't just get science supplies. I got a whole box of additional goodies, and I wanna show you guys that real fast. So here is the Incredible Creatures That Defy Evolution Part 1. This is a DVD series, and they have all of the videos in the series, but I wanted to start out with just one. My son's been asking a lot of questions about creation, so I thought this would be a great way to start out with that. I also got these Professor Noggin Wildlife Safari card game. So I have loved the Professor Noggin games in the past. They do a great job of reviewing fun facts for your kids, but we are going to be studying land animals with my younger kids for science, so I thought this would be a great addition. I also went ahead and grabbed this Kansas Wildlife Guide, as we're just going to be out in nature a lot, and especially with studying land animals. Here are a bunch of the animals you'll specifically find in Kansas, so I love the fact that we've got this guide and we don't have to look through all these other species that may or may not be in our area. Next up, we have some books. I got Wildlife Sketching. Man, I did not expect it to be that thick. This is amazing, but it is a how-to book on how to do wildlife sketches in pen, pencil, crayon, and charcoal. This is going to be great for my younger ones, as we're gonna try and incorporate some more nature journaling this year, but also for my oldest son. He loves to do drawings. He loves to do all of the shading and everything. And so I thought this might be a fun way for him to get involved in their science a little bit and draw right alongside them. And also to go along with our science, I got the Small Animals of North America. What's nice is this is a Dover Publishing coloring book. And if you don't know this yet, you should. Dover coloring books are allowed to be photocopied for use in your personal family. So you can't photocopy them for your co-op class or anything like that, but for your personal family, you can. And they do a great job having fun coloring pages, but then having really great facts at the bottom. So I thought this would be a great one to be able to photocopy for my kiddos as we learn about these different animals throughout our science studies next year. To go along with the anatomy science, I got the History of Medicine. This is actually a book I read as a kid when I was homeschooled, and I remember loving it. It's very interesting. We might actually go ahead and start it this summer, because I really don't know that we'll have time to read through the whole thing during the school year next year. But it talks about the history of medicine, including some of the funny and crazy and more than a little dangerous things that they used to do. And it's got little questions for comprehension in the back, little quizzes for your kiddos, but just a lot of fun stories, but educational resources having to do with the history of medicine. Next up, this is also for our nature studies. I knew my boys would enjoy this. It's a little keychain of different cards that have different animal prints. So they're always trying to distinguish what an animal print is. Not only does it have the different prints of an animal, but it also has different measurements of how long those should be. And it has facts on the back. So a red fox from nose to tail could be up to 40 inches in length and may weigh up to 14 pounds. And then they show you what their footprint would look like. I also got this one for my kiddos for school. We're just gonna be doing a lot of game schooling and fun stuff this summer. And this is one I've heard great things about: sequence for kids. It's got unicorns and dragons and works on sequencing skills. So I think that this will be fantastic. This will be more for my 5 and 6-year-old, but I know that they will really enjoy this. Wow, I did not expect this to be this big either. Also, for my little ones, I got these jumbo forest animals. It's a 5-piece set, and it's got a moose, a beaver, a fox, an owl, and a bear. And I just thought, again, when we're learning our science lessons, I want to make it as hands-on and fun for them as possible. For my older boys, for their anatomy, I was able to get a 4D human torso. Look at the detailing on these pieces. This is incredible. They can take all this apart, put it back together as they are learning about the different parts of the body. They also had ones on the respiratory system, I think on the eyeball. Yeah, it looks like that. It looks like the brain, the ear. They have all different kinds of ones. So I wanted to start with this, see if we actually utilize it, find it helpful, and if so, I might order more. Wiki Sticks. Do you guys ever use these? Oh my goodness. Let me know down in the comments if you guys like to use Wiki Sticks. So I was introduced to Wiki Sticks for the first time when one of my daughters was in speech therapy many years ago. And Wiki Sticks are just fun little wax sticks that you can bend and shape to all different sorts of shapes. You can reuse them to a certain point, and then eventually they need to be thrown away. There's several packages in here, and there's fun little like printables so they can like follow along, do sort of a dot to dot type concept with these. They can make letters out of these. They're just a great tactile thing that I used with my older kids when they were little, and I now want the opportunity to use them with my little ones. I also realized that one thing that all of my kids could need some more work on is money skills, and specifically change skills. And so I got this one. It's Exact Change, the game of making and counting change. It's designed for ages 5 and up and for 2+ players, but it's only like a 15-minute game. So it'll be a quick, easy game we can incorporate into our summer fun learning. And speaking of money and amounts, I flipped out when I saw that they have Wild Animalopoly. So this is a game as wild as all the outdoors. So it looks like your Monopoly board, but it's got all different animal themed. You've got different animal figures here. You've got your alligator, your rhino, your koala bear, hippo, frog, lion, and it even has fun facts incorporated to the game as well. So again, another one that'll be great for our summer and into our school year as we're learning about animals. Well, as you can see, I got a lot of fun goodies. I will link down to all of these below. Make sure to check out Nature's Workshop Plus. Again, they have lots of science resources, but they also have things for other subjects as well. Talk to you guys later. Bye.